So now we're into phase 2 of a type 5 labral lesion. So in this phase, we're really going to work on completing that full active range of motion. So we want them to go everywhere that they possibly can without any pain. We want to preserve the integrity still of the anatomical repair, so what they've got surgery on. And we also want to start beginning and restoring that muscle strength and endurance that they had pre-surgery. So this is a kind of easier one to do. The first exercise is just going to be internal and external rotation with a TheraBand resistance. So the first one that we're going to do is we're going to start it at 0 to see if she has any pain with that. If it gets too easy, then we can bring them up to 90 because they are allowed to be at that 90 degrees of abduction while they do internal and external rotation. But for right now, we'll start with 0. We want to make sure that they have a bolster underneath their arm so that they're not going to wing out or wing in. They're going to have their elbow at 90. And then you can either have the TheraBand in a door or you can also just hold it for them depending on how much time you have. But what you're going to do is you're going to pull some resistance and then they're going to pull it in. Good. And then slowly come out, making sure that they don't slingshot their arm back out. We want it nice and controlled. Good. So that's internal rotation at 0. We can also do external rotation at 0. So the same idea, except you're going to pull this way with the resistance and they're going to pull out again, making sure that their elbow is in. Good. And we'll do one more. Again, making sure they don't snap back into that internal rotation. They want to make sure that they're nice and controlled going in. So if that's too easy for them and they feel like they need more of a challenge, you can either increase the TheraBand resistance, obviously yellow is pretty light, or you can have them go to 90 because they are allowed to do that. So you're going to have your arm up. Now for internal rotation, they're going to hold it here and the resistance is going to be up high, backwards, and they're going to go forward, making sure that elbow doesn't drop. So they can go to about 70 degrees and then slowly come back up. Good. One more. So again, making sure that elbow doesn't drop forward. We want the motion to just come from that forearm basically. And back up. Okay. And then for external rotation, it's the same idea, except they're going to be pulling backwards. So again, you want the resistance to be kind of higher. Elbow, making sure it doesn't go too far back. Good. And you can come even into a little bit more neutral position. Yep, good. And then pull back. So this is to help strengthen those rotator cuff muscles, to kind of help strengthen the muscles that she's lost during surgery. So the surgery is obviously done on the shoulder, so we want to make sure that we can strengthen those rotator cuff muscles, especially in those overhead athletes, to make sure that they have that strength and power that they need for future. Good.